Welcome to my tutorial. I want to teach you how you can create this amazing design that I did for Easter Monday. Yeah, so now let's get started with the background first. Then after the background, I will go on with the way I added the text. So I'll just be adding the text once I do, but it's the background that is the most important now. So now let's just start creating the backgrounds. Now just remove this and remove this. So now the size I'm using now, the image size I'm using is the width is 1280, while the height is 1500. So I love that, but this is the way we are going to do it. So now we bring the background here. The background that I had, I got it from Pinterest. So this is the background. So the background was gotten from there. So I just added the size like this, then I lock it. So I'll just add it here. So I need to remove this. So now you can see this place has already been blended. Yes, with the background you can see that it's already been blended with a lens flare here. So now I just, with my imagination, I just added another bread and wine that will be more that the face will be much better. So I've already removed the background using Pinterest, so I'll just make it a little bit slow here and I'll add it here. So now you can see that this thing it's not blended. You can see the shape here. So now I'll click on it. I'll go to eraser. Once I go to eraser, I normally increase it like this and increase this, yes, a little bit. Then I will increase this so as to drag it. Sorry. So now I'll fast and do this carefully, but the way you can. So I don't care about how I did like this because that's not what I want to use. So now this is how it is, and I'll just decrease the opacity. To you, this thing has already been blended, so this is the way I blend the background. So now after that, I position it there. Then I have another thing to add as the background, which is the gathering of Jesus with his disciples. This also implies the way they are in Last Supper, but there's a difference. So now the same thing I did for the bread and manna, and the manna and wine is the way I will do for this. This one is a little bit, you need to be careful with this. Yes, so because when I did mine, it wasn't much longer like this. So I'll just try to create it. Well, you can see that, oh, you can be like, oh, I've already cut the side of that man, but I don't care whether I cut it or not. So don't be like, what am I doing? You will see the results. So now you can see now I'll just reduce the opacity as well. By reducing the opacity, you can see that it's already been blended. Everything has already been blended. So I'll just add this start. So now I think I'm already fully like this, done here. I'll just drag it to the bottom. So now after that, this is what I will also do. I will have to add, because the way content I use, I need to use Meet Me at Galilee. But once I add this Meet Me at Galilee, the font I used here was different. The font I used was this font. The font was King Graphics Demo. So you will search it on Chrome using that font. So this is the text. This is the text now. I think the way I drag it was the way I drag it here. So now let us get straight into it now. So now once I add it, you can see that there's a difference in the design I did, that there are many blacks here. So there's a way I did, but you can see that this thing, the background must not be more shown like that. So now this is how I will avoid the background a little. So I'll just reduce the opacity, increase the stroke width, and increase the blur radius. So I want that, so I'll just do so. Now Once I adjust it, I'll just put it below like this. This below will be better. So now I'll just reduce the opacity a little. That would not blend too much. I think future will pay better. So now I'll just drag it down. Yeah, and put it between this space. So that one works. Then I'll also, you can see that the blacks that I'm talking about this. So now I'll just add the shapes, reduce the opacity, and increase the stroke width. Then I'll just drag it here. There is a reason why I'm doing that. So now once I add it, you can see this thing is already making more sense. Something we can create now. So you can see how I drag this. So now I'll just drag it like this. I'll reduce the opacity. I'll reduce it to 45. You can see something. So this is it. You can see a difference that there is like this thing is like silver. So you can see. So it doesn't need to show more of. So I will just drag it this one because I don't want to miss out the text that I did. Yes, that's why I'm just managing it like this. So this is how it is. Then I'll just add this meet me. It's still the same font. The same font I used. Then now I also have the way I do the text, like this text. Now when I did it, the name of the font is Cinzel Bold, but I will share it to you once I'm through. So this is the name of the font. I think the way I did it was like this, but I'll try to adjust. So I used my grid lines to measure it well. So I'm sure we use it to create it well. So I think this one is better now. So now I have this my what? So this is Matthew. So I think this one also is better. Yes, the design is okay now. So I have this. Once I have this, I have the tagged. Yes, it's also created with scissor. Then this is Sharpened as well. This Sharpened, then my logo. Yes, this is the logo now. So now, then I also had the designed by Film Graphics by the sites. So that's how I created the design. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a good luck in this design. So try it out, then you can be more creative than this and add the way you want it to add. Thank you so much for joining. God bless you.